Hi, Grand Rising, Facebook and YouTube, and Queens on Zoom. I want to thank you for joining us this morning. And at 9 o'clock, we're going to switch over to Zoom only. So enjoy yourself, but go on over to elizabethvisionaryconference.org and get your Zoom ticket and come and join us in Zoom. We get really delicious at 9 o'clock. So hang out if you want until 9 o'clock, and then we're going to switch and we will remind you to get your ticket. So our guests, our hosts today are At Peace, Makita, and Danielle Claxton. You can take it, sisters.
What's up, everybody? Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Good morning.
Now walk around the other side of the stage.
How y'all feeling today?
Yay!
Grand.
Yes, another beautiful week. Here we go.
Grand Rising, my stars.
Yes.
My goodness. You
At Peace,
are
you
my
look
African
beautiful.
queen. Look at your colors.
Yes, honey. I had to
Awesome.
do something. I'm so excited about this new season, that the summer, the weather has broken a little bit. It's supposed to rain like for the next couple of days, but then it's gonna be clear. So I feel really good today. I feel in the season, in the spirit. How you guys feeling? Let's do our one word check-in. How you guys feeling today?
Yeah. I am marvelous.
Okay. One word check-in this morning. How are you doing this morning?
Magnificence. Yes.
I need another word from one of y'all.
Yes.
We got two magnificents in here.
Marvelous, darling.
Marvelous, magnificence. Okay. Mama Yaba, what's your word for today?
Grand.
Grand. Okay, I'll take it. Danielle, what's your word?
I'm excited.
Excited.
All right.
I am excited. I completed my team management and leadership program this weekend, year-long program this weekend. So I am excited.
Yes.
I am. And I decided to take a quarter break. So I got 12 weeks to apply all this knowledge into building effective teams through teamwork and communication. Nice. So I'm getting to apply it to real life, but I get to take a break because my schedule was crazy. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So now I got a 12-week break to woosah and really do some things and help some people out. So I'm excited. I'm ready. And I'm here. I'm ready.
That's great. That's awesome. Well, this month, lady, we got a really special theme. But before we go into that, I want to do a little brief check-in with you guys, okay? And like always, we want to be mindful of our comments because we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to share. But I definitely want you guys to jump in, okay? We got a lot of juicy stuff to talk about today. But let's do a check-in. How are things last month, or what is a jewel of wisdom? Both my grandmothers are named Jewel. Isn't that dope? Wow. Both my grandmothers are named Jewel. So the word jewel is very special to me. So rather than a pearl of wisdom, I want you to share a jewel of wisdom. All right. So think back last month when we talked about self-love equaling, right? Self-love equaling self-care, self-love equaling self-compassion, self-love equaling self-responsibility and accountability, self-love equaling self-preservation. Oh, we went all up in that thing. So take a moment, just a brief moment, and share with us, talk to us, let us learn from you. Like, what was your jewel of wisdom throughout that entire theme last month? What is the one thing that is sticking out to you that you are saying, you know what, I'm going to hold on to that. That's really important to me to remember when it comes to my self-love. So anybody, jump on in there. What was your jewel of wisdom? Yes, dig back deep into the crates, my loves. Dig back deep into the crates because I'm sure there's something. So what is it that you all would like to share? Your jewel of wisdom from last month's theme. Anybody?
Live your life like it's golden.
Living your life like it's golden. Living your life like it's golden. Living your life like it's golden. Okay, Mama Yama, I'll take that. Yes. Beautiful. So nice to see you this morning.
And you too. You were just like a big ray of sunshine.
Yay! That was my goal.
You make Monday feel like Friday night.
Yes, that is the goal, girl. Awesome. Thank you, Mama. Anybody else? Like, what did you take away from the whole month of May? We had 5 Mondays in May. So I know that you learned something. So talk to us. What did you learn?
Well, I got, go ahead, Juanita.
Okay, I muted quickly. So the last session, I think it was the last session, really brought it out for me. It really stayed with me over the weekend. And that's when we bathed in our magnificence. And it just resonated with me to be careful of what I magnify and be careful of how my magnetism, what my magnetism draws to me. Be careful of what I'm emanating so that I'm magnifying what needs to be magnified and I'm being magnetic with what needs to be drawn to me so that my magnificence can be more fulfilled.
All right. Thank you, Mama Juanita.
Be careful about all of that because it's so powerful and it's so real.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sheila, what would you like to share?
Yes, self-care. You know, I've been doing the exercising and around my food and just taking time out for myself and making some choices that benefits more.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So it's giving you more permission to make yourself a priority, to put yourself first in some situations. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Anybody else? Who else would like to share? Danielle, you have something to share? Mama Het, you want to share anything?
I would say since we started this series, Mondays, my mentality of Mondays doing the show has set the tone for my week. And I've noticed this whole month, you know, it's a total difference to the point where now I even have Mondays off. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is totally different. And I just noticed more focus. I noticed more clarity. I noticed I'm not reacting to situations. I just know it's so totally different. I'm like, this is a whole new ritual that, you know, I'm setting my schedule around. And, you know, the self-care portion is just reiterating, you know, the importance of doing everything that you mentioned. I'm doing my homework. Didn't get a chance to do a bath this week, but we will today. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, it's just amazing as to how it just sets the tone for everything, And I just have to say that it's amazing. It is totally amazing. Cool. These are principles that would carry on into this month. Seriously.
Cool beans. Okay. I like it. Thank you. Hey, Mama Razia.
Greetings.
Thank you for joining us. How you feel this morning?
Well, you know, running a little bit late.
You look like a ray of sunshine.
But I'm doing well. We're having a workout over here trying to get the yard together and get the gardens. And I forget about age until I come in.
You're supposed to forget about age, darling. That's a man-made construct.
Yes. But it was a good weekend.
That's awesome. Thank you.
It's absolutely beautiful, Mama Razia.
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank you.
And a little side note, you ain't ever late. You always right on time.
All right now. I like that.
We're sharing.
I appreciate
today.
it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So check it. So today we are just checking in with each other, and we want to share just a jewel of wisdom that you got from last month's series of self-love equaling self-care, self-preservation, all of these beautiful things. So what is the one thing that you took away from last month's theme?
Well, I'm trying to think of what was said that really brought this to me, but I realized that when I value myself and say, you know, I really love this, I really want this, I deserve this, something, it's like magical that happens.
Yes.
I love pecans.
Mhm.
And I've been like, well, you know, I know they're fatter, they have more fats than some of the other nuts. But I grew up in Mississippi when we had pecan groves and that. And so that's my favorite nut, pecan pie and all these things. So last week I received a bag of pecans, all different flavors, done by a Black man who has a business in South Carolina. And the sister who sent them used to live here, and we were close, and she worked with the network and all. And it was just a complete surprise. Just like, wow, just starting with the thought. So I got from this that I should be conscious about my thoughts and be conscious that I deserve things that I love. And I just need to use them with discernment, but to just feel more deserving of good things, more deserving of joy.
That's
more
powerful.
Deserving
That
of
is-
perfection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that made the series worth it for sure. Thank you, Mama Razia. That was awesome. Did you eat the pecans? You still got them?
Oh, girl. Oh, you know, there are like 6 different flavors, and I'm saying I can't.
Oh, wow.
You know, I got to save this and save this. So I've done 2 already. One was strawberry.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. All right, Miss Pam, did you want to share? Is Miss Pam there? Is she in the spirit today? Pam, you want to share what your jewel of wisdom from last month's theme was, if anything? It's okay if you're not there. All right, she's with us in spirit. Well, if you are new to this podcast, I am at Peace Makita with my lovely co-host, Danielle Claxton. Wave, Danielle. And you have just stepped into Mommy Mogul Mindset Mondays. Woo woo! Over here, we talk about everything mommy, whether you're nurturing a family or whether you're nurturing a business or a concept, an idea, whatever it is that you are mommying. This is the space for you to get the support and to get the encouragement, the tools that you need to be successful. Here, we also talk about being a mogul. So if you are about being grandiose and being successful in whatever you want to do. Mogul is not just about finance and money. Mogul is a mindset. Being a mommy is a mindset. Being successful, being excellent in what you do, all of that comes from here. So we want to cultivate that here. We want to encourage you to continue to be strong in your mindset, in your moves out here in this beautiful world we call life, right? And we want to make sure that we create a bond, a sisterhood, an ability to count on each other, because sometimes it does get a little difficult, but as long as we have each other. Oh. So this month, we have a whole new theme, which I'm really excited about. I meditated on this theme for like a week. I was just really like, what is June's theme? What is June's theme? I always wanted to be authentic, and I always wanted to hit home, but also be creative and be a little, have a little at peace zhuzh to it, right? And so this month's theme, hopefully you have your journals out because we're going to do some work today. This month's theme is 2 women from men with love. Wow. 2 women from men with love. That is the month, that is the theme for the month of June. And that theme comes from the fact that this month is Father's Day. It's Father's Day this month. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all just think it's all about the Mother's Day, but we got Father's Day in there too. Father's Day is Sunday, June 19th, I believe. So in honor of Father's Day, the entire month of June will be dedicated to men and the men that we love and having men on our podcast. So I have at least 2 special guests booked for this month to come share with us their wisdom and their expertise, right? So that's going to be a treat. But we want to just kind of bask in masculine energy this month. Why? Because we have both feminine and masculine energies flowing within us. And so we tap a lot into our femininity, but I thought June would be a wonderful time, with Father's Day being there, to really tap into our masculine energy as well. It's not just about the men in our lives that show up, that's important, but also tapping into our own masculinity. One of the ways we can do that is to look at our relationships with the men in our lives. And so that's what we're going to do, because we want to be balanced over here. You know, being a mom, being a mogul, being successful, having all these things going on, you want to be balanced. You don't want to be out here in these streets one way or the other. You want to have a balance in your life. And so we're going to tap into that this month. All right. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you got on your very special, caps here. And I know that we're going to get into some really great conversations this month, because this is a hot topic out in the world right now, especially among, our people, like the male-female dynamic is a little touch and go. Okay. So, but we're going to take a different angle. If you notice the title, it says 2 women from men with love. All right. So here it's about, how are we empowering each other? How are we using our gifts to truly lift each other up and make each other better and bring that balance, right? So I have one of my business coaches, Juwan Buford. He will be joining us next Monday. And Juwan is a business coach. He also does, he has a blog that he hosts. He does work out in the community with other Black entrepreneurs in the city of Detroit and helping them to build their business. And so he's going to come on next week. He's going to talk to us about how to easily brand ourselves and our business. Right. So unfortunately, Shar is still caught up in school, but I didn't want to leave this part of the show empty. I had to fill it. Right. So I decided to bring in some guests to come in and fill her slot for now. And so Juwan is going to come in. He's going to talk to us about how to easily brand our business, how to easily brand ourselves, just right where we are. Right where you are with what you have. You don't have to, and that's what I love about working with him. You don't have to, have a budget. He just literally like, okay, well, where you are now. Okay. And he just can work with you in a way that I haven't experienced. So I want to definitely share him with you guys. And then I'm really excited. We're going to have Prostel Thomas on here. Prostel is a very well-known spoken word artist in the city of Detroit. He's also been doing a lot of great work in the city when it comes to mental health, right? He just had an event over at Avalon Village a few weeks ago where they did this entire event all around mental health in our community. And so he's going to come on and just share his story about being a man of color in this country, what it was like growing up in the city of Detroit as a man of color, and just really help us to understand a little bit better the mentality of Black men and what it is that it takes to be a successful Black man in this country. He's a father, he's an entrepreneur, he's an activist. And so I just really want to share his story with all of you. And if you have someone that you would like to share with us, a man, the number one priority, he got to be a father. Okay. It's Father's Day. I know a lot of great men. I wanted to invite so many of them, like, I could invite this one. I could invite this one. I could invite this one, but they have to be a father. And so I wasn't able to invite those guys. So if you know of someone who's a father who has a great message or something that is of great value to us that he would like to share, please pass on the information. We'd love to have him on. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, Do we have any questions before we get started with the theme for this month? Does anybody have any questions, any comments? I don't want to leave you hanging before we move forward. Anybody? Go on once. Go on twice.
Queen, Heather Ruth, she wanted to say something about earlier.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mama Het. I'm sorry. You know me, the triple fire, honey. I be just blazing through sometimes. Go for it.
All right. I had time to yawn and nobody saw.
Look pretty this morning.
Grant, thank you. Yeah, see, purple is the color of the day. Purple, yeah, me, Danielle, and Mama Razia.
I see.
Okay. So I wrote down. I wasn't here for the full last month, so I just wrote down something that stuck with me by a young lady that I was watching. She used to sing with LL Cool J, and she's living in a camper now, or she had a home that she created from a trailer or whatever. But she said her key was about being alive while living, and that really stuck with me. And another thing that I'm learning is to rest, to go to bed and not fall asleep. I'm working on that, but to go to bed intentionally, to go to bed and not to just fall asleep. So, because it's a difference between the two, especially with how you're sleeping. You wake up and you feel like you've been holding logs all night because your posture wasn't good. So just being aware of that. So that's what I wanted to share. And thank you so much. And Grand Rising, everybody.
I love it. Thank you, Mama Het. Thank you. That's what's up. Yes, it's very important to get our rest. I learned that too, actually, with the creativity and the rest. We talked about that this throughout the series. Not on this show, but on subsequent shows. So yeah, that's really important. Thank you, Mama Het, for sharing. All right, we're about to jump right on into the next part of today. Let me see. I got my notes. We checked in. All right. Now, this is the part that we've all been waiting for. This is the part where we talk about our tech world and what it is that we're doing in terms of technology. Like, how are we using this gift of a phone, of a laptop, of social media? How are we using it to our advantage? We definitely want to talk about that today. And so we have the lovely Danielle Claxton, who is our specialist in that area. And she's going to share with you today some tidbits, some tips, and some tools on how you can use that better. So Danielle, please share with the ladies today. How are you today?
Good this morning, even though I took a hard fall like 2 minutes before I got on camera. I'm like, okay. Let me get my bearings together. We got it together. Grounding. Yeah. We'll do some of that today. Today, tidbits I'm gonna share with you is I want to know how many of us on camera are familiar with an app called Canva. Anybody familiar with Canva? Okay, we got two. Okay, so Canva. So what Canva is, it's free. They offer free so much for free. They have a pro version, but the free version, you can do some things with the free version. Canva is an online graphic design. I'm gonna call it digital graphic design studio. That's exactly what it is. You can create small little banners for Facebook. You can create stories for Instagram. You can, it's part of the branding. I know our guest is gonna come on and talk about. But when you're just starting out as entrepreneurs, we wear many hats because a lot of times we don't have the money for the graphic designer, not yet, but we can create our own, whatever it is that we need right inside of Canva. I've even seen people create their own logos in Canva. Pieces created her own logo inside of Canva. Canva is an app that you can download from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And it's there's no tutorials for Canva. It's really more so, you learn as you go. They have thousands and thousands of templates. So the beauty about it is, yes, Queen Aduni.
I wanted to say, do you want to, I can give you the power so you can, go to Canva and show us?
Yes.
Okay. I will
go to my screen.
Let me make you a co-host here.
But I will say Canva has been a game changer probably for the last 5-6 years for the small business person, because it's given us a chance to actually make our work look more professional on a dime. That's the beauty about it. It's made it so much easier until we get to the point where we can hire that graphic designer to do all of our, you know, flyers and marketing and everything for us. We can do it ourselves. And did you give me? Oh,
Yeah. You have the power.
I have the power.
You got the power.
So can you everybody see my screen? Because I'm actually inside of my Canva where I create all the time. The beauty about Canva also is that you can start a creation on your phone, and then you can easily go into your go switch up to your iPad, your tablet, or your PC, and your design is still there, and you can finish it up on your computer, or vice versa. You can start on the computer and you can finish it up on your phone. So it is a total game changer as to being able to it's in the cloud. My mama has said it's in the cloud. It's cloud based. So if you start on one device, you can finish on another device, and you can just keep rolling.
We don't see it yet.
You don't see it yet? I don't think. Did you give me power?
I did.
This is weird. Oh, screen share. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the back office of my Canva, and I'll show you some things that I've done. As anything from as simple as I did a digital birthday card for my partner, just because I was like, oh, I want to do something a little special. And if it would show up, there we go. Make this a little bit bigger. Oh, didn't mean to make it that big. But this is something that I did plug and play, took a template. If you see over here, here's the template. Pulled the template over, did the drop the picture, added my text, sent this out on a post on Facebook. It took me less than 5 minutes to do this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really one of the things that you just have to play around with it. You know, I'm constantly on Canva because I'm constantly creating something, and I like it because I get to get my creative juices out for my business or for another client's business. My computer is running a little slow. This flyer right here I did for our segment, Mommy Mindset Mogul Mondays. It's going to come up. And once again, it's just a whole bunch of templates. If you upload your picture and play around with the what is it? Play around with the design. You guys see this? All I did was just plug in the picture, and once I got the basic information, because I had to do it for a piece, started with that piece, and then I was able to copy it and do the same thing for me. Well, that's a different one, but it's pretty much I just copied it and put the same thing down there. They even have it set up where, get this, you can add video and text together. And I had to reach out to don't be afraid to ask questions. If you see somebody doing something, ask them, how did you do that? I had a belly dance friend that added video to her. She added video to a digital flyer. And I'm like, how did you do that? She's like, I did it in Canva. As soon as she told me how she did it in Canva, I went to Canva and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this for myself. So now I'm going to let it come up. The whole thing. You guys see it? Yeah. This is actually interactive. Hit play. I don't know why. And I also got my QR code too. That's another lesson. Yeah, I do want to preview my video. But once again, you can see the flat, you can see the template that I got it from, and then I edited. There we go. Now I got video in a digital form. So this is going, I can post this on Facebook. I can post this on Instagram. I could save it on my phone. I could send it to somebody. This is done inside of Canva.
Wow.
Good. He said, I'll fly. I said, well, do you fly commercial?
So how can I say this? The creativity is endless. You can get as creative as you want in here because they make it so easy. They make it so easy. I love Canva because, like I said, with the templates and the dropping of the what is it? Your videos or your pictures, you can create anything. You can create anything. And I swear I can sit here for hours just creating content. It's also good to create content for your show, for your classes, for whatever it is that you're selling. This is an easy way for you to do this yourself so that you can, continue to brand and market yourself. You do have to upload your pictures. And then, yes, there is pictures about, I had of my scalp, hair and scalp that I did for a flyer of mine. The QR codes, but let's go back to getting our money. Cash App has a QR code that you can go into the Cash App and actually collect your QR code. You can collect your QR code from PayPal. Put this on your digital marketing, especially if you're selling something. Make it easy for that person to click on that. Capture that QR code and send you the money for whatever, counseling, what is it? Session, whatever it is that you're selling. You could put it on your digital flyer and make it easy for people to get at you. This QR code right here goes to my link tree. Just snap it, go to it, and do what for belly dance. They can go select belly dance and go ahead and just get registered. So all this is just a way of making things easier. And I do have to do a segment on how to create your QR code. So I'm mentally writing that down. Because the QR code we learned during the pandemic was how the restaurants were able to go paperless with their menus. People just snapped, went to a website, selected what they want, and business kept going on. Paperless. QR codes are designed to do that. They make it a lot easier for people to get access to you. So if you haven't done your link tree yet, that would be your homework assignment for this week, is to go back and create your link tree. And then when we come back next Monday, we're going to create our QR codes and link them together. So now you have a QR code that will go directly to your link tree, and your link tree will take you to all the many facets that of you, of what you're selling or what you're doing or where you're at, how people can contact you. And it just makes it a lot easier for people to get access to you. I'm gonna take a quick second to see if anybody has any questions for me on anything that I just said, because I knew I just threw a lot at you all at once.
Danielle, I just wanted to add, I had a friend that was helping me with talking about digital, what do you call this? Digital
marketing?
Business card? Okay, digital marketing cards or whatever. She was saying that it's good to change your photos. She said people get bored with photos after like 3 months. So she said every 3 months you need to change some dynamics on your media. I'll call it. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, think about it like changing up seasons. Think about it like how we change our outfits, our hair.
Yes.
And so think about it every quarter or as the seasons change, you want to change it up. So, I usually use green for spring, but now that we're going into summer, my next color might be, next thing might be all yellow. I'm feeling yellow for summer. Right. So that's an excellent idea. That's excellent. Good advice, Het, and that's absolutely true. People do get tired of looking at you the same way. So, change it up.
Yeah. And we what else I was going to mention about the cards. Oh, and it's really fun. It's user friendly. If you haven't learned how to, add videos and pictures, this is a time to learn, because it's easy once you learn it. We didn't know how to walk when we got here, and we learned how to do that. So I don't want to hear, I don't know. We can learn anything, anything that's worth, especially when it's time to help boost yourself and get yourself, because I have an issue with asking for money. That is a thing for me. So being able to put that QR code and say, if you'd like to, for donations or something like that, I feel a little bit more less pressure to say that, as opposed to say, okay, it's $15. You need to, some people that's not a difficult thing but for me, I have an issue with asking for fun. I don't know what that is, but that'll make it easier for me to say, don't love donations. That feels comfortable, and then put that QR code up there. So
I love it. Heck, you're not alone with that at all. I'm the same way. And Queen of Doonies, we talk about it all the time. Like, it just don't feel right to ask for money, but you gotta pay hey, DTE ain't got a problem. So
hey,
don't work it out. But I love Canva. Like Danielle said, Canva has changed the game for my business. Listen, it allows you, first of all, the variety on there is just crazy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, you literally can create whatever you need for your business for free. That's the part that's really crazy. And
just look over. I'm just showing you all the templates that are for free.
Just about to say,
I'm just going all the templates for free.
I was just about to say, the templates that they have are amazing. Like, the library that they have, you would have to pay for that anywhere else. So I say definitely use Canva as much as you can, because who knows, they might go up on the price one day, but right now you get quality stuff super easy. I mean, super cheap, and it's easy to use too. So that was a good one.
Yeah, I made the flyers that we have from Canva. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really love it. And I did make a video as well. And it was easy. It really was easy. So very user friendly.
Yes.
I mean, I have stuff that I've started. I've been using Canva for years. You can create magazine. You can create a digital magazine in Canva. You can create digital content by which to make money off of. Like, you can create a simple 10-page recipe book, raw vegan recipe book in Canva, and sell it for $5.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing ideas out here. Mm-hmm. You can create digital journals and sell them for $5. People are going towards having digital content for people to just pick up and grab and use, and they're using Canva to do this. You can create what is it? Flyers. Like, I know I use this one. I'll show you a digital flyer for vision boards, because I do enjoy facilitating vision board making. Took a picture of an old vision board that I did and did something simple. You can be as simple as you want, and you can also be as creative as you want. You do want to keep things simple. Like, don't go too overboard with the colors and everything like that. I hosted a virtual visual board workshop. And this is the flyer. This is one of my actual pictures of my actual vision board. This is and I use this to post this on Facebook. You can always go back in and change the date. Once you create something too, you can also reuse content too. So you can go back in and change the date. And now, like, if I want to do something for, what is it? Summer equinox, summer solstice. I'm sorry. Summer solstice. All I got to do is just change the date and re-put it out there. Mm-hmm. And something as simple as this will, what is it? We'll get you there. But like I said, I want to say, create digital content, something that people can go and get for $5. That way you always have $5, coming to you for something. You can create, that's the biggest thing. And that's something that I know I'm working on personally. It's probably a social media journal, so that people can start getting, tracking, for small business people to start tracking and getting used to doing, what they're doing for their business, including a social media content calendar, which is that is coming up in another segment, another series as well. My cousin asked me, hey, you did something for the family reunion. Can we use that again? I was like, sure, we can just change the date. And so this is something that I created for a family reunion. Like, you know what? Here's a reminder. This is what we're doing. And I took old pictures and just added something simple. I did it for each branch of my family. So that's an aunt, that's a great grandfather, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, how did you do that? I'm like,
Beautiful.
did it in Canva.
Beautiful.
So that you can not just for business, you can use it for family reunions or, you know, birthdays or anything that you're planning. It just makes that extra layer of specialness, you know, to do what you need to do. So
yeah, Danielle, can I throw this in that when you have, you know, you have your website or, well, I don't know if you can do it from a page from on Facebook, your business page, but one of the things that you want to be able to give away so that people get information before so that they can get to know you more is to create stuff like this with the information, because you could have the front page as your beautiful color, or, you know, the information or the title. And then they're able to get something free from you, because when you're giving away things free, you're giving away information and stuff. And you can put that on, and you can use like Canva to create it. And then people just come on, they don't have to pay anything. They get it for free. In order to find out more about this, that, or the other, or this particular recipe, download this recipe. And they come into your website more in order to find out more information or get something free or learn more about you. And when you have, it's the same thing with your website, not having it, you know, I mean, changing it ever so often, putting something new on the front. But that is like, Canva is really, really, really just, you know, download it, you know, and play with it, just play with it. That's the main thing. And when we are intimidated by all the stuff that's available on the computer for you to do all kind of different programs, just play with it. You know, go in there and play, you know. And they have on YouTube, they've got instructions for everything.
Oh, YouTube is the best. YouTube
Google,
is the number
Google
one.
It, as they say, Google it.
YouTube is the number one research search engine. People think it would be Google, but no, it's actually YouTube, because there's a tutorial for everything. On YouTube. Mm-hmm. Good, and that's an excellent example. And you can not only, the images that you create in Canva are not just great for your website, they're great for your social media presence as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna use an example of what I did recently 2 weeks ago. I took a video, something that I was doing, and I realized, hey, you know, I was dealing with something. Didn't even realize I was dealing with it with the products that I promote. And I'm like, oh, this is perfectly targeted towards cosmetologists and natural hairstylists, people who deal with hair and scalp. And I'm like, here's my testimony about my hair and my scalp. I took this image right here and I posted it, created a TikTok, posted on a TikTok, also created what's called a reel. Now, Instagram and Facebook have something called reels, which are the same thing as TikTok. When we get to that part, I will explain everything. Same exact thing. It's video, it's content. They just call it something different. And if you don't realize that Facebook owns Instagram, so whatever you post to one social media site, it automatically goes to the other one if they're tied together. So that's a beautiful thing. But I put it up there, put a little music to it. Now it's a video. I got over, last time I checked, there's over 800 views of this flyer as a video on TikTok, and over 1,000 views on Facebook Reels. And I was like, oh, well, I just put it out there and I just let it go. And I'm just like, oh, wow. Okay. So you could also create your digital content, add music to it, turn it to a video, post it to TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And then now you're capturing viewers and customers from several different sites all at once. And also with one post too. We'll get to that. But you can create everything in Canva. What is it? And then post it to social media sites. So you can, and I definitely use that. The ones that have the videos that I put in there, I definitely do specifically for social media to put it out there. Just let it get out there. Because the more people see you active, the more your product, your brand, you know, they get to see you, the more, you know, they're going to become a customer and a repeat customer. And, you know, you want people to share your content to other people to gain more people and vice versa. So Canva definitely makes it a lot easier to do. And if you're the type of person who do need a tutorial, just type in Canva, you know, how to create a video digital flyer, or how to create postcard. Like I created a brochure in Canva. Just little things or anything in my mind can come up with. I do it right inside of Canva.
Danny has a question for a statement.
Yes, Danny.
Hello, everyone. Hello. This is awesome and wonderful information. But I did want to ask about the music. There had been some, if you use a music of particular artists, whatever it is, they would take the videos down. So how do you get around adding, you know, maybe a song or something by a particular artist that you want and not have your posting removed?
So the general rule is you can use 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay.
If you go past 30 seconds, I did that with one video. I went a minute. Facebook muted the last half of that minute because I kind of forgot. So, okay. And then also when I take my digital image and let's say I do it, I add music through TikTok. TikTok has music that's already licensed for TikTok users, and it's already set at about 30 minutes to a minute because it's licensed through TikTok. So if you use music that's already licensed inside the app, you won't get cut off. But I have heard that there's different licensings for TikTok and for Instagram, and that cutoff may still happen. But if you keep it at 30 seconds, you should be able to cross both borders between TikTok and Instagram.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Juanita has a question.
Okay, so just in relation to Danny's question, and that's great input. I didn't know about the 30 seconds and the licensing, but I just wanted to share something that I've done. That we got a powerhouse of artists available in the Detroit community. And I've gotten permission from Phil Hale, Sheila's husband, and from Galen McKinney to use their music. They're awesome musicians, and I use it for my Silver Sneakers fitness classes. So the Silver Sneakers classes range from yoga type to to real relaxing music to real pumped up music for my cardio classes. And so I've been able to get a really nice variety of music just by asking the musicians that I know for their permission to use their music. I usually, will buy the CD or whatever if it's available for sale, and pick which cuts I want to use. Another thing is, Danielle, have you explored the royalty-free music on YouTube? But you can kind of Google royalty-free. Not really.
A lot of times, and I'll be honest, because a lot of stuff that I do like on the fly, while I'm on the go, while I'm in the moment, while I'm present in the moment, to capture that moment right then and there. So I usually use the music that is currently available from those two for the convenience because it's already there. Now that I have a little bit more free time in my schedule, I may be able to download music and try to, the thing about it is getting it uploaded. What I'm noticing, I am finding brand new music through these apps. I'm always finding new music through these apps. And one thing that I can say, because I want to use more Detroit artists, I love Philip's music. I want to use Philip's music because I absolutely love what he does. Is to get some of these independent artists to get their music uploaded into these apps as well, so that we can use them, because that brings exposure to them. There is a whole new phenomenon with TikTok, and there's a whole new, how can I say this? TikTok has changed the name of the game as to how artists are being found and finding followers based on their music. There is pop music that becomes popular on TikTok from millions of people using it for their videos that's now gaining new followers. Like, they're getting popular on TikTok before getting played on the radio. And it's changing the game as to how people are finding new music. You used to have to find new music by being played on the radio or being shown up in a special playlist or something like that through Apple Music or Spotify or some music, Pandora, some music streaming program. Now music is getting popular by its use on TikTok.
That's great to know.
And
I just wanted to mention also that I have given Galen and Phil a stipend, just based on, the frequency of using their music and how much I've earned from the classes that I've used the music, and just a small stipend because I'm not in a position to pay them what it's worth, the millions that their music is worth. I'm not in a position to pay that, but I have given them a stipend.
That's amazing. Like I said, I'm gonna take a look into the music royalty, the free music on YouTube. And I'm definitely gonna figure out some way of getting some of that music onto my content as well.
Great information. Thank you for all your sharing. It's really helpful.
No problem. So, do we have any more questions? I was trying to find the reel on Facebook, but I have to say that for another day, because I do all the videos, little short videos that I do for TikTok, I do upload to my reels, I'm sorry, for Facebook. So I will show you that next week as to how all that, what is it? How it all goes, how it all flows. But yeah, Canva, I do encourage each and every one of you just to go in. You can get a Canva account for free. Just go in and just create something. It could be something as far as happy birthday. It could be, what is it? A digital flyer. Put your picture on there. Say, I love you. Just create something. See how easy it is to create something. Is there any more questions that we have? Okay. Well, if not, I'm gonna turn it back over to Ed Peace.
All right. Thank you, Danielle. That was some good stuff. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know you guys got something out of that, like for sure. So thank you, Danielle. And that was really great information that you all need. Thank you for reminding me about Linktree. I got homework to do. I did not do my Linktree yet, but I got some homework to do. So yes, thank you all so much. Thank you, Danielle, for that. I appreciate it. It's 9 o'clock, Mama Head said.
Yes. Well, it's 9 o'clock, my beautiful Facebook and YouTube people, family. Listen, 9 o'clock, we switch over to Zoom only, but we invite you to continue this conversation with us. If you go to elizabethvisionaryconference.org and just hit on the link that says Zoom, and you'll be able to join us. And you can use that same link all the time, Monday through Friday, all the time. All right, everybody, say bye.
Bye. See you in Zoom.
Hi.
All right.